Okay, so let me introduce myself a little bit. I'm Bing, and currently I'm working as a CTO at Lifesup, and I'm responsible for developing Lifesup products, including Text Connect and Text Insights. And today I'm going to introduce one important application of Text Connect, which is Enterprise Search. And okay, let's begin. So, what is Enterprise Search AI? So, Enterprise Search AI is acts to search through all the data in an enterprise environment. And another search AI needs to be intelligent. It can have users to find all the data, all the information we need among vast amount of information in the enterprise. It can understand human language, a natural language, so that user can query to find information using their own language instead of programming languages like SQL or other programming languages. And another important features of Enterprise Search AI is it can be personalized, customized for different users. So let's say an employee A can ask information only about himself, and all the results, all the answers must be customized using his own data instead of using the uh, general data of the company. So why do we need to apply Enterprise Search AI in an enterprise environment? First of all, it is time saving. Now let's imagine that when an employee they want to find information, if he can reduce the amount of time to find information from hours to just seconds, you can understand that is very beneficial. The second thing is to enhance the productivities of the employees, because when they find information, that equally means that he needs information to do something. For example, to find information to start coding, or want to find information to uh, give out the decision making. So all the thing, if we can reduce the time to find information and find correct information, it can enhance the productivities. And one important benefits of using Enterprise Search AI is it will better employee experience. From in a traditional enterprise like on organization, when, for example, when an employee wants to find information, for example, about the policy of the company, he usually uh, tend to find to the HR support to pose question, and they often have to wait for kind of hours or days to get the feedback if the HR is busy or yes. So now, where with the chatbot Search AI, they can find information at any time during the day, and all those information are customized for them. So yeah, it's a much better employee experience. So uh, we can see some example of applying Enterprise Search AI for like employee support, customer support, or data analysis. Let's think of the customer support scenario when the customer support have to talk to the client, and when the client asks for some information that he or she doesn't know, he or she will have to start searching through some information system of the company, for example, like searching through the web portal to find the documents. Uh, and after finding those documents, they have to read through the table of content to find the corresponding sections. And reading those sections, they have to understand and find the information they need. And from that, transfer back to the client. It's quite a long journey. Is the easy scenario where you know where to find the documents. I know some enterprise they don't. The employee have to search through the directory. They need to find the right document names to start reading the documents. So let's imagine that now we don't have to search through a bunch of documents, even thousands of files or video, and now we can just ask a chatbot some simple query like, I want to know what is some that information you are looking for. And in the matter of seconds, the chatbot can return the data, the accurate data to you so that you can provide the answer to the client, or in better or ideal environment, the chatbot can directly answer the client. Yeah, it's very convenient, right? And for the employee, when you enter a new company, the company have a lot of policies, many procedures, document you have to follow, and you normally don't have time, or you don't want to know that until the moment you need those information. For example, when you go to when you need to go abroad for business trip, and you want to know the policy of the company about the salary or the compensation during the trip. And that's the time you need to looking for the information. And you start looking like the procedure that I mentioned before. And if now you can just ask the chatbot what the chat policy is about, and yeah, you can get the answer in seconds, and you don't have to talk to like the HR department to find those information. And another application that we mentioned here is data analysis, and that's most of the time is used for the managers level. When the managers they want to get the information about the, for example, like let's say I'm a business manager, a business manager, and I'm going to know about how many employees we have at the moment, how many employee left this month or last month, and how many of them are interns, how many of them yeah. And we can search those information by asking the chatbot, and you also know the revenue of the department this month or accumulated throughout the years, and also kind of information which normally need to you have to add the IT team to or the accountant managers to get those information for you. Now you can get that information directly by chat with the chatbot and get those information. Okay, so I think until now we can understand the difference between the traditional search and the enterprise search. Let's we get into the detail here a little bit. For the traditional search, you have all kind of data sources. For example, you get the information from the documents. You can get information from other third-party software like the Jira that is used for project management. You can get information about the accountants, like some system like NISA or something else. Yeah, and all those data sources can be unified into the chatbot so that you can only have to talk to the chatbot to get to those data sources without knowing what is underlying system. Yes, and you can also talk to other application via API if they provide the API for you to the chatbot to connect to. And in the traditional search, you have to manually search through a bunch of documents, open many different tools, and now you can ask the chatbot alone. And you don't have to read anything. You don't have to process a lot of information from those documents to find the correct exceptions. You just need to ask. Yeah, that's a very huge advantage of using enterprise search. Okay, and something you need to keep in mind when doing enterprise search is that we have to prepare the data because the data is for any AI model, the data is the quality of the data. We define the quality of the search. So that you want to teach your bot to be smart, the data need to be clean and to be precise. And one important thing when implementing an enterprise search is you have to ensure the security and the scalability. So security here means that you can implement authorization and authentication so that only the authorized users can add to chatbot and they can only ask information that they give the authorization to. So for example, like the uh, the information about the company, about the revenue or cost, something like that, only the top managers can add those information and other employees cannot. And for another example is that employee can only ask information specialized for himself, for example, his or her salary instead of asking for the employee salary, right? Okay. Uh, and here in the screen, on the screen is some steps that we need to do before to implement an enterprise search AI. First of all, you have to prepare the data. You have to evaluate the existing system that you want to connect to. For example, if you want to connect to Jira, you want to connect to Slack, you want to connect to MISA, for example, you have to prepare all those sources and how to connect to them. The second one is through an AI platform, which is, for example, is our system, which is that connects. And and the third step is to connect those data source into the AI platform. And we also need to build some uh, workflow for them to connect to so that the chatbot can work on some workflows. The first step is after you train the chatbot, you have to test them on the real question, real query, and you can even deploy to the real environment so that user can have some first experience on using the chatbot and give you feedback to improve the AI. And the final step is deploy to the live environment and give all users to chat to the chatbot. Okay, and that's that's for the enterprise search introduction. And in the future, we can have many way to uh, like modernize or improve the enterprise search experience. Like you can use the voice search instead of typing to the computers. You can talk to the chatbot and give the voice feedback instead of just text on the screen. You can also have another experience like using the augmented reality, where you wear the glasses and you can see and talk to the chatbot in some visualization. Yes. Okay. So that's for the introduction.